When I was a young man growing up in New York City, I refused to pledge allegiance to the flag. Of course, I was sent to the principal's office, and he asked me, "Why don't you want to pledge allegiance? Everybody does." I said, "Everybody once believed the earth was flat, but that doesn't make it so." I explained that America owed everything it has to other cultures and other nations, and that I would rather pledge allegiance to the earth and everyone on it. Needless to say, it wasn't long before I left school entirely, and I set up a lab in my bedroom. There I began to learn about science and nature. I realized then that the universe is governed by laws, and that the human being, along with society itself, was not exempt from these laws. Then came the crash of 1929, which began what we now call the Great Depression. I found it difficult to understand why millions were out of work, homeless, starving, while all the factories were sitting there. The resources were unchanged. It was then that I realized that the rules of the economic game were inherently invalid. Shortly after came World War II, where various nations took turns systematically destroying each other. I later calculated that all the destruction and wasted resources spent on that war could have easily provided for every human need on the planet. Since that time, I have watched humanity set the stage for its own extinction. I have watched as the precious finite resources are perpetually wasted and destroyed in the name of profit and free markets. I have watched the social values of society be reduced into a base artificiality of materialism and mindless consumption. And I have watched as the monetary powers control the political structure of supposedly free societies. I'm 94 years old now, and I'm afraid my disposition is the same as it was 75 years ago. This shit's got to go.
You're breathing. The wind is blowing. The trees are waving. Your nerves are tingling. The individual and the universe are inseparable. But the curious thing is, very few people are aware of it. Everything in nature depends on everything else. So it's interconnected. We confuse ourselves as living organisms, which are one with this whole universe, with something we call our personality. Now, what is our personality? And our fundamental self is not something just inside the skin. It's everything around us with which we connect. When you look out of your eyes at nature happening out there, you're looking at you. That's the real you, the you that goes on of itself. When you look out of your eyes at nature happening out there, you're looking at you. That's the real you, the you that goes on of itself. Now listen, it's absolutely necessary that we let go of ourselves, and it can't be done. Not by anything that we call doing it, acting, willing, or even just accepting. It seems that the human being really has a very simple kind of mind. Nature is wiggly. Everything wiggles, and all this wiggliness is too complicated. Everything in nature depends on everything else. So it's interconnected. When you look out of your eyes at nature happening out there. You're looking at you. That's the real you. The you that goes on of itself, on of itself, on of itself. When you look out of your eyes at nature happening out there, you're looking at you. That's the real you. The you that goes on of itself, on of itself. It's absolutely necessary that we let go of ourselves, and it can't be done. Not by anything that we call doing it, acting, willing, or even just accepting things. You're breathing. The wind is blowing. The trees are waving. Your nerves are tingling.